Good morning, everybody. Mel Soul here at beautiful Club de Golf Melanelco. I found a quiet little corner here to shoot some of my video blogs. You'll notice I'm standing in the same place as I shot the Monday Rewind. I'm going over to the putting green to go and shoot, but it's busy right now and I didn't want to get in the way, so I found this quiet little corner. This is a beautiful, the villas are right next to me here. My villa is right there, and we're having spectacular weather. The temperature every day is around 72 is the high. So, you know, I woke up this morning, looked at my iPhone, looked at the temperature was 63. Wow, that's a pleasure. So Wednesday we normally do rules and etiquette. And so rather than doing rules of golf, say, what I thought I would go over here is particularly for beginners, rules that you should apply. And this is good for everybody, but mainly for beginners, rules that you should apply for your upcoming year in 2018. Rule number one, a little pet peeve of mine, always be on time. I hate these golfers that show up 5 minutes before the tee time and rush to the first tee, take one swing and off they go, and then they want to hit extra balls as they play along to do their warm-up. The golf course likes you to arrive at least 15 minutes before your tee time, preferably a half an hour before your tee time. And if you're serious about your golf game, arrive an hour before your tee time, go to the range in a nice, relaxed manner, go and hit some balls, warm up, go to the first tee 5 minutes before your tee time so that you're not panicking and rushing. There's rule number one. Rule number two, call me old school if you like, but dress code. You want to dress like a golfer. There's something that rankles me when I see people in blue jeans and tank tops playing golf. It's not hard to have a nice pair of slacks, not necessarily golf shoes. You could have rubber sole shoes. Some PGA Tour players play with rubber sole shoes. But a golf shirt, and just look nice. As Ben Hogan always used to say, he dressed smartly because it made him feel like he could play better when he was confident about his appearance. Think about that. Keep up with the pace of play. When you're a beginner, you're not really aware that you're holding people behind you because you're kind of in your own world. You're trying to figure out how to play this crazy game. But be aware that you want to keep up with the people in front of you. If the people in front of you have cleared the green and you still back trying to, hit your tee shot, you're a little bit behind and you need to either pick up the pace of play or move forward. Skip a drive on a hole and go put your ball in the middle of the fairway, but catch up. Play, also on rule number two, play ready golf. So when you get to your ball, if your opponent or your partner is over there looking for their ball, rather than walk over to go and help them, if the green is clear, play your shot first, then go over and help them look so that when you find the ball, you can go on with your game. With beginners, take one practice swing. I know you're thinking all about how do I swing, and I've seen beginners stand there taking 5, 6 practice swings. You're not going to improve your golf taking 5 or 6 practice swings. Take one practice swing, step up, hit the ball. It will help you actually play better. There's been a recent study where even on the PGA Tour players, those players that stand over the ball for a very short period of time play better than those that stand over it for a long time. So think about that. If you're a beginner, don't keep score. If you want to keep score, take the max, which for a beginner is 3 over par. So if you're playing a par 4, once you've played your 7th shot, you're not in the 7th shot, you're not in the hole, pick it up, move on. I played back in Scotland in 2014 with my son. Bless him, I love him, but him and I came to loggerheads there because it was a par 3 and he was still hacking around there on his 7th and 8th stroke, and I told him to pick it up and let's move on. And he said, I did not come all the way to Scotland to pick up my ball. Folks, I'm not going to write a 9 on my scorecard for a par 3. If you've played your 3 over, if you're a beginner, 2 over, if you're not, pick it up, move on. Play, if you're a beginner, play with better players. Even I did this on the PGA Tour. When I was a rookie on the PGA Tour, I used to seek out the better players and ask them if I could play with them. And I'd watch how they prepared. And if I saw something unusual, I'd ask. I'd say, hey, why do you do that? You know, so it educated me on some of the nuances of the game. So if you're playing with better players, don't be afraid to ask. Either if you see them do something, or if you're not sure of a certain situation, say, you know, I don't know this, can you tell me what the right procedure is? And the better players will help you. You'll learn much faster. Bunker shots. My dad did this for me when I was a beginner, and I thank him to this day, because I've never had a phobia about bunker shots. You have one bunker shot. Try and get it out. If you don't, pick up the ball, throw it out, move on. Once you start becoming a better player, you'll start hitting the ball out of the bunker, and you won't have to do that anymore. Take lessons. Golf is a hard game. It's a technical game. You need to understand. We're going to talk on Technical Thursday about the sequence of motion and the sequence in which the golf moves. We're going to talk about that. But for now, take lessons to learn how to play this game. I would never think of trying to sit down at a piano and try and learn to play the piano. I would go to a piano player, and even the great piano players have a coach. I'm reading a great book at the moment called The Art of Learning. And this guy that wrote the book was a great chess player, but he went to all the great masters, all the grandmasters. He had lessons over and over again and practiced crazily for his chess. So the final thing is practice regularly. If you want to be a decent player, practice regularly, both at the driving range and the short game area, but at home, just swinging a club. You know, just get the motion and just feel, you know, as you're swinging, that you get some rhythm and the sequence. You can feel the sequence when there's no ball much better than when there is. When I was learning golf, I'd get home from school, go in the backyard and swing the club, swing the club, swing the club. I improved fairly quickly. Part of it, I think, was swinging that club at home. So swinging a club at home is still practice. There are the 10 rules for Wednesday. A little bit long, but these things are going to help your game in 2018.